What is going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be going through On Page SEO for 2019 and how I actually go about it and how you can apply it to your website to give yourself the best chance at ranking within the top maybe 10 to 20 positions with just On Page SEO. So there's one specific article that I use specifically to do this, and it's a guideline that I use every time. I don't go back to it each and every time I do On Page SEO, but at the same time is something that I reference to anytime that I am a bit skeptical or curious or whatever else. It's the same article that I go back to. I highly recommend you go and read it. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below as well. And also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up to get that engagement going on this content if you have been finding my videos useful lately and if you are liking this one so far. All right, so anyway, when we come on here, you've got On Page SEO, and then it's got like a template here. So you can take a look here, and I'll go through each and every point on this so you can thoroughly understand it. So basically, the first thing is your permalinks. So these are basically, you know, your forward slash whatever it is. So you can see here he's trying to optimize this for on page. That's an exit pop-up, don't worry about that. He's trying to optimize this for on page SEO. Okay, so what he's done is he's basically put on page SEO on this, and let's just have a look where he's got it. So he's got it up in, okay, so he hasn't got it up there, but he's just given it for an example. So he's optimized this for on page SEO. So the first thing is he's using it in the permalink. Okay, so this is the permalink. Now when you create a post on WordPress, it's going to create that out of the title. So when you click enter your title and you save it as a draft, it's going to save it with the permalink as whatever it is that you've put as the title. Okay, but if it has all this extra stuff, then make sure to take that off. Let me just log into a site and show you exactly how to do this as well. Okay, so we're just going to basically go on to the next point. So obviously you've got titles. Now your title, what he recommends is front loading the keyword. So what that means is putting the keyword to the left hand side. So you can see here that it's got on page SEO. That's what he's trying to rank for. And then he's obviously diluted it by putting guide and then semicolon, so on and so forth, whatever the qualifier is. Okay, so that's how you'll do that. The next thing is you want it to be in your H1 headline. Okay, so this is your large headline of the article explaining to the reader of exactly what they can expect inside of the article. Okay, so this is On Page SEO Guide, Anatomy of a Perfectly Optimized Page. Okay, and then he's got the next part, which is Dazzle with Multimedia. So for your On Page SEO, you want to actually have a lot of multimedia. That's what Google's enjoying at the moment. So a lot of videos, images and charts, tables, all that kind of stuff, things to improve your user's experience. Okay, so they're saying dazzle with multimedia, so engage in images, videos and diagrams to reduce bounce rate. Okay, so things like this, you see how you've got this big template. Basically something like this will keep someone reading, you know, they're going to be on the page for a while. Okay, and then wrap subheadings in H2 tags. So you want to put obviously your subheadings in H2s, and I'm just going to show you. If you go to settings, let me just get rid of that. If you go over to settings here and you go to permalinks there, let me just go back to that permalinks, you'll be able to see how you can change it. So you don't want it when you first of all start WordPress, it's going to be on this stuff. Look, see, so mine's set on the wrong thing. Yeah, you don't want it on that, you want it on post name. Okay, so it's going to be / on page SEO, and that's it, because otherwise you have all these different things which you don't want. You don't want all of that. You just want it to be clean. So make sure you go to settings, permalinks, and then post name and save changes, and that's exactly how you'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how to add a new post as well. So if you were to add a new post and save your permalink with that, I'll show you how it would look. Okay, so this is the new block editor. So if I were to do on page SEO, it would look something like this. If you save as draft, you'll see how it will come out. Okay, so right now it hasn't yet saved it. There we go. So you can see that there, it's on page SEO. And if you had like, you know, further longer title, it would basically save all of that. But just make sure to check it if it has saved that. And you see that basically you would have to edit all of that out and the semicolon and just click save. So you can have your title as whatever you want and then just have that the same. Okay, so that's how you set that up. Now the next thing is going to be drop your keyword in the first 100 words. This is something that I do use. I don't do it every single time, so don't worry about it every single time, but it is good practice. So you want your keyword to drop in the first 100 words of your article. Okay, responsive design. So that means that you can basically, it's optimized for mobile and desktop, because obviously a lot of your visitors, almost probably 50% is always going to be on mobile in this day and age. So if you can slim it down like this is mobile optimized, you can see how it changes. So it's actually changed and it readjusts the whole thing so it fits on into that kind of responsive design. That's what a responsive design is. Okay, so make sure that your theme is actually responsive. So the theme I recommend you use is something that's mobile responsive, but X theme is pretty good as well. Okay, now outbound links, you want to have good outbound links. So you want to link to authoritative websites. If you're trying to rank for on-page SEO, you might just do a Google search. And this is why I like using Google Docs, because you can just do outbound links very quickly by just, you know, putting a hyperlink in the text and it actually suggests it to you. But that's for another video. So you just pick like an official website, like, you know, Moz or something like that. You take that link and then paste it into your article. So, you know, if you had like you wouldn't do it with the same anchor text. So you might say, check out Moz for on-page tips, yeah, or whatever. So on checkout Moz, you would do that, and then you would add the link and save it. So that's the anchor text. That's what this is called. The checkout Moz is the anchor text. And yeah, basically you want to do a few of these outbound links per article. So let's see how many they recommend. Outbound links related to relevancy, Google. So it helps Google to understand your page, like what you're trying to write about. Okay, I recommend doing 2 or 3 at minimum per post. Okay, and then, you know, look, 2 or 3 internal links. So you want to do a few internal links to other articles on your website. So it says check out Wikipedia, because they've got a really good interlinking process across their website. Page speed is another one. You want to increase your page speed, so no longer than 4 seconds. I go for 3 seconds, and you can use a CDN. Now, a CDN is basically, I forgot what it exactly stands for. Let's just Google that. But it's basically like a online server that will save your website and serve it to specific locations a lot faster than you would on your normal hosting service. So it will save it in like England, save it in America, save it here. And basically, if someone's searching from the US, it will immediately send it from that location. And if it's in the UK, it will send it to that location very fast. So Cloudflare is one that you can use. And yeah, content delivery network, that's what it is. And you can use Cloudflare. They give you like 1 free domain, so you can like basically register with them and set up the CDN on your site. LSI keywords, which is latent semantic keywords. So if you go to like you know, like if you type in LSI keywords just up here, and you can go to LSI graph, and you put in your keyword, it will throw out like, you know, these are some of my keywords, but yeah, so it will throw out all these latent semantic keywords. And what they are is basically keywords that are very similar to yours that will give the search engines signals as to what your content's about, and basically give your content relevancy. Okay, so you can rank for more words and also increase your relevancy around that topic that you're trying to rank for. So this will basically give you all those words. I'm not sure if they've changed it recently, but this is how it works. Yeah, so this is it here. So you get, these are all LSI keywords. Okay, so it's very similar to baby classes. You've got early child mood classes or whatever. You could just take a few ones that are relevant to your post and then insert them. Maybe 3 or 4 is good. Okay, image optimization. So with your images, when you add images into your content, you will need to change the alt text. Okay, so if this was on this new you know, this new thing, so just say I was using this, the alt text is here, so you need to write what it's about. So you might say on page SEO template, something like that. Yeah, okay, and that helps search engines to understand what the media is about. So you want to do that on all of your images. Social sharing, so you want to add social sharing buttons to your posts, each and every one. You can use a plugin for that. There's one called Social Warfare, which I use a lot of the time. And a study by Bright Edge found that prominent social sharing buttons can increase your social sharing by 700%. So, you know, there's a 700% higher chance of your content being shared on social media by having these buttons on your articles. And then boost dwell time. If the person hits the back button immediately after landing on your page, it's a sign it's low quality. Okay, so you want to keep the person on the page as long as possible by writing engaging introduction. So, you know, like your intro, basically just write exactly what the problem is they have, touch on it, like the pain points, and then tell them you have a solution. That's how you solve that problem. And then post long content. So you want to do long content, you know, 2,000-3,000 words plus, because Google's loving that right now. And that's it in a nutshell. That's exactly how, you know, you would go about ranking with on-page SEO. Like, these are really the factors that you need to follow. You can get more technical with it. I mean, if you want to go and see more information on this, then just go to this post. Like I said, there'll be a link in the description box. And also make sure to get my free cheat sheet inside of the description box. With that, you'll be signed up to my email list of where I send out weekly information. I'm sharing tons of information inside of the emails that I send out. So if you want to learn SEO and on-page SEO, then make sure you go get that cheat sheet as well. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe.